And welcome back to Amethyst. Here's another episode of the podcast. We got a guest starring SFLgod, and we're just going to be chilling out and we're going to be playing RuneScape 3.
Yeah, or I'm just Robbie. You can call me that.
Yeah, but
I'm his brother.
People want to know your stage name.
What's Mark's Amethyst stage name?
Smelted. Amethyst is the name of the channel. Smelted is the name of the dude that is part of the channel. Or the owner. The creator, the fucking big dog. That's me.
Mark, can you change your fucking fire alarm?
I don't even hear it going off.
I hear it. And everybody else will hear it. Just because you're tone deaf doesn't mean that nobody else can hear it.
Guess what? I'm no electrician. I can't do that shit myself.
You don't need to be an electrician. It's changing the batteries in your fire alarm.
You already tried doing that, and that didn't help shit. So I don't want to hear it, Yurt.
Mark, you have a plastic bag.
Your solution has not worked.
You have a plastic bag wrapped around your fire alarm. I don't know what's the reason for that.
I've also done the opposite. I've also not had one wrapped around it, and it's still done the same.
Well, yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with the poor beeping sound every 60 seconds. I've been able to. Hopefully, I don't know if I've gotten ear blind to it. I think I fixed it in my room.
You definitely are ear blind to it, because I hear it sometimes when I'm in your room.
You hear it?
Sometimes.
It could. Cringe. That could be like that one over there. But I think I tried to fix it. But your room, man, I can hear it. Well, let's just be quiet.
Nah, Rob, you gotta say some interesting ass shit. This right here is our first podcast together.
Yo, wait for the beep.
I don't know how long it takes, Rob, in between for a beep, so we're not gonna be waiting for
It's 60 seconds.
Years. No, it ain't no every 60
it's 60
seconds.
Mark, yes it is.
No, it's not.
I swear to God. I swear to God it is. It's 60 seconds.
Alright, Rob.
Let's just take a little refresh break.
Alright, Rob.
And refresh the price of the graph.
This is off to a bad start, and it's very jarring. You gotta make this shit sound like nice. You can't be talking about fucking fire alarms.
I already am. So
no, you make it interesting.
The graph just went live on Coinbase, and it's rank 35 for the market cap. They got.
Did you just call me Mark Gap?
No, I'm looking at these numbers. The market cap is $892 million, almost $1 billion market cap.
Almost a zillion?
And I got into this when it was like 20-something shares, and I kept converting, and I'm ahead, but I'm still cringe. I'm still cringing. Hopefully it goes up to like 80 cents. If it goes up to a dollar a share, I'm pulling out. I have 130 shares right now.
So you're up right now.
I'll cringe if it gets.
You're positive, not negative.
Barely, because I made some stupid conversion mistakes just learning.
Hey Rob, it's all trial and error.
Yeah,
you have to physically and personally go through the pitfalls to realize, oh shit, can't do this, I gotta do this, or I gotta look out for that.
So in the past day, it's up 56.4%. I don't know if it's past day. It might be just like I don't know what that one is. That might sound stupid. But I'll show you my Coinbase. You see the graph right here?
Rob, tell the viewers some of the wildest or most surprising stock experiences / Bitcoin experiences
that I've had.
Yeah, that you've personally had.
Can you read that?
I gotta click on the Discord real quick.
No,
I can't. I could not read that.
It's 75 cents for a graph coin. This isn't refreshing. I wonder. Just burped obnoxiously. 74 cents. I don't know which one's right, but we got some cents, and I bought it at.
Well, Robbie, I do know this, that
I put 25 more in at
the
75.
viewers are itching for some content, and we're not giving them it.
We're itching them with the crypto. We're enlightening them with the graph. We're enlightening them, Mark.
So right now is your enlightening period of this podcast. You're enlightening them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the graph, it's called GRT. It's a little confusing. They got. I think they are still producing a supply. They're not in full. In about like they're still producing about 9 billion more graph coins. So I'm not really sure how that works. I know it's connected with ETH, which is Ethereum. Ethereum's going well.
Yeah, the slang nowadays, boys, on the street is ETH. Keep that in your notes.
People call me while I'm doing podcast.
Well, Robbie, we'll always take a surprise guest.
Nah, Jake Dubois ain't getting. I shouldn't be saying people's full names, but he ain't getting on a podcast. He probably wouldn't do that. No, I don't think he would. Love to death. No, I'll get him on a podcast. I'll get him. Mary Monahan said, "Woo!"
About the podcast?
Ah, she's cringe.
Why?
I have to say cringe.
Why, what's up? Is she making fun?
She said, "Woo!" They don't understand that the crypto life.
Rob, I don't even fully understand it.
I just opened FL Studios. Cancel. Close. He's asking me, do you want to play GTA? No.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm allergic to Xbox Ones. Xbox Ones. I don't speak broke. I don't speak broke. So are we able to play music?
I mean, I wouldn't, Rob, because it'd be copyrighted. And as long as it's non-copyright music, then go right ahead. And you gotta make sure it's non-copyright. Like, you gotta be fucking damn sure. Because I was playing Fortnite and I released a video, and...
Up 0.4 cents in the graph!
And... click, click! Hanging that one up.
Mark, you don't understand.
Yeah, you cut me off.
You can continue.
I don't even remember what I was saying, Dad.
I got distracted by numbers.
I bet you did. It sounded just like so.
Oh, we were talking about music.
Yeah, but I don't remember what we were talking about.
Copyright strikes, playing on the stream.
Oh yeah, I uploaded a Fortnite video, and there was only like a 7-second segment in that video where I was inside one of the cars in Fortnite and I was playing the radio station. I uploaded that onto YouTube, and it got like somewhat banned in certain countries. Like certain countries couldn't view it, so I had to go and manually
Why are they screwing?
Select it out, because it was copyright music. So you gotta make sure it's non-copyright, or you're getting fucked.
Oh, that's clapped. I can't deal with that. That's why YouTube... Dude, I'm pretty sure Facebook Gaming, you could play all the music you want.
Yes, but Rob, this is not Facebook
Dude, can you
gaming.
imagine we're streaming on Facebook right now? Grandma's watching us. Imagine.
Rob, but pretty soon that's what the hell it's gonna
dropping
be.
the F-bomb.
We go on Facebook, we drop a link, we say, hey guys, come out and join this podcast. It's gonna be on YouTube, and if you supply the link, you're gonna be getting the people. And you never know, some of them could be family members here.
Yeah, that's an ish. That's a straight ish that you can't get involved with. I mean,
as long as you're not a fucking screw up, then you should be set.
Dude, all I know, let's just refresh the graph again.
What are you talking about? The graphs? The thing that you're doing?
The graph. GRT. The graph, Mark.
Yeah, Rob, I'm probably gonna limit these episodes, or at least my episodes of the podcast, to be about an hour long.
Okay, well, so we gotta be interesting.
So Rob, what's story time?
Story time.
Story time.
Mark.
I'll tell you one crazy story with me and Dylan, alright?
Okay.
This is one crazy story. So, back at 116, we were, like, young as shit. So, we were in high school, definitely. I'm pretty sure it was, like, freshman year or so. But anyways, he slept over the house, and we decided to sneak out one night. And we were going down the street, and
Fix your fire alarm.
I don't exactly remember what we were doing, but we were, like, fucking around down in the main town at nighttime, up, like, at midnight. Smoking a little bit, you know, getting some of that devil's lettuce. Then we were walking back on the street, right? And we're walking through the wooded area of 116's Pompeo Road. And next thing you know, we're getting towards the end of the forest, and on the side of us where there's like that wide fence where that farm was, there was this like fucking huge dog, dude. It was like, it could have been a goddamn wolf. and it was charging at us, like on the side of the fence, keeping up with us neck and neck, and me and Dylan are screaming our heads off. We're like, holy shit, oh my god, dude. You could hear this thing, it meant business. And we were flying to the house, and as soon as we got into the house, we locked the door, and we're like, alright, we're not getting outside at all until the morning comes, because that was some sketchy shit, dude. Like,
Mark,
it was fucked.
Mark,
you don't want to be chased by an unknown dog at nighttime.
it was a dog?
Yeah, it was like some sort of dog slash fucking, I don't know what it was.
What about you and Dylan going to the cabin?
Oh, the cabin in the woods is a whole different story. That right there, we didn't tell anybody what we were going. We're like, oh yeah, we're going to like our buddy's house, whatever the fuck. And we get dropped off near the West Thompson Dam. And then we go, it was the West Thompson Dam, and then we found the train tracks, and we walked on the train tracks, and we went into the woods and veered off. And when we veered off into the woods, we found this cabin, and we're like, alright, yeah, we're gonna stay here, and we're gonna, like, party up and shit. So what happened was, this cabin looked like, dude, it looked like it was run down. It looked like people got fucked up in it, dude. It was bad. But we're like, oh yeah, let's just set it up here. There's a hole in the roof, and it was gonna, like, rain or some shit that night. Anyways, 30 degrees that night, only one blanket, and there was 4 people. 2 of them were hogging the blankets, and me and Dylan were basically just freezing our asses off. We were shivering, fucking teeth chattering all fucking night, never got to sleep.
Compact.
And what happened was,
wrapped it all in one blanket.
Listen, what happened was, we were in a loft area inside of this cabin, so like we weren't on the ground or anything, we were up towards the fucking like roof of this bitch. And next to my head was like this cutout.
Like an upstairs?
It wasn't like an upstairs. It was more like a platform that you crawled on top to. Anyways.
Okay.
Anyway, it was literally just a fucking piece of wood just laid down, and we were just laying on that. But anyways, there was a fucking cutout inside of the wall, and this was supposed to be a window. And there was no like glass or screen or anything. It was literally just a fucking cutout of the wall, and that was where my head was. And the whole night I was hearing like shit walking around the fucking cabin, and like whispered voices in the distance, like people were fucking like coming up near it. And this is like deep in the woods where there shouldn't be any sort of people, and it was some sketchy ass shit. So we had this big ass like old-fashioned latch on this door, and we had that shit closed. So basically, time passes. I'm the only one awake. I'm the only one awake. It's like fucking midnight or some shit, and I'm like, all right, man, I gotta piss. So without waking anybody up, I snuck down from this loft, opened up the door, and I walked behind the cabin. Pitch black, zero light source, and I'm hearing shit fucking walk around me, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on, and I hear like sticks crackle like right behind me. I'm like, all right, I'm getting the fuck back in this cabin, and I hustled ass back in that bitch, dude. It was one sketchy ass night, but I'll tell you what.
Didn't you?
We saw like right before like all this went down. It was nighttime hit, and there was like this fucking fireplace right outside of this cabin. And what happened was, we were having a good time, sharing stories, fucking, you know, whiling out, chilling. And all of a sudden, the only entrance in and out of this bitch, we all see it simultaneously, this black figure staring at us, and we're like, oh my god, we gotta get the fuck in this cabin. So we ran in the cabin, we didn't even put the fire out, and we just put the latch down. And from that point on, we didn't open it up until I just explained that I went to the bathroom, but that was hours after the fact. But it was fucked up. Like, one of the sketchiest nights I've ever experienced.
What happened in the morning?
In the morning...
I heard you were... There was some devils...
Oh, yeah. That doesn't get spoken of. That doesn't get spoken of.
And a rat ate it. And...
Some shit went down.
And Mark wanted it. Many people would.
It was fucked.
Many people would want that. Think how much people feed
after the night I experienced, anyone would have.
Think how much
literally
people
fucking probably had
contraband.
hypothermia. I probably had hypo.
Mark, we know some fucked people.
Rob, you share some stories.
I don't know too many I can share publicly.
Well, all you gotta do is just put filters on the story. Don't reveal too much info.
Yeah, but I think some of them I have to wait like 10 years.
Rob, no you don't.
Dude. There's some things that I just graduated high school. I can't just rat myself after being gone for like a year. I have to kind of like let it.
You gotta have done something that was crazy enough to say that wouldn't get you in serious trouble now.
Oh yeah, I guess. I could talk about people.
Just do not name drop.
Yeah, one time during silent sustained reading, I pulled my pants down to my ankles. Never got caught.
What the fuck?
Straight down my ankles. I did it for about like
Rob,
20 seconds, just straight dangling there.
I'll one up you real quick. When I was in kindergarten, I was like still getting dressed and shit by like mom and grandma and stuff. And grandma dresses me and she puts underwear in my pile, and I'm thinking it's shorts, right? So I throw it on, and I only go to school in underwear.
But Mark, there's an issue.
That literally happened.
There's an issue. You forgot to wear underwear, and you thought those were shorts, so you were only wearing underwear.
Robbie, I was in kindergarten. I didn't have the fucking brain capacity to be like, oh shit, I'm forgetting something.
When did you think you developed the brain capacity? Seriously.
Probably that moment, like after I came back from school, I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't right.
Yeah, there's so much.
It was very, very jarring, to say the least.
Kids do weird things. They just do some strange shit, man.
Well, I was at the age where I basically didn't know what the fuck was up. Ooh, alright, yes, mate.
No,
I can now get rid of... Oh, I don't get rid of, but I don't have to catch these crawfishes anymore. I can now catch trout.
Dude, like, you ever read Lord of the Flies or watch the movie?
Lord of the Flies. I've heard of it.
Yeah. It's like these kids. I think there's like a... I don't know, man. Maybe a plane crash or a boat crash. Or something happens. And all the adults are dead. And it's these kids, like, creating a civilization on an island. And they're, like, ranking each other. And this kid's name was, like, Piggy or something. They dropped a rock on his head. Fucked him up, man. Like, seriously. Kids they don't develop morals or, like, ethics. And they're being the definition of, like, monkeys in the wilderness. Seriously.
Well, Rob,
and
it's because when you're a kid, you're out there just having fun. And you're also experimenting with shit.
Yeah, because they don't know about the world. Kids, like, we're civilized. We get civilized, and we're barely civilized. Kids that don't know right from wrong or haven't been taught that yet, they don't give a fuck. They don't know that right or wrong exists. Or it goes out the window when there's a parent that's been gone too long. Like in school, dude, think like I put some chapstick on. Think of how bad kids like bully other kids.
Yeah, but that happens everywhere. Like literally all over the world.
That's proving my point. Humans are just assholes until they learn right from wrong. Some people don't even learn right from wrong until they die. They're just like in their whole lifetime.
That's usually if they die too soon. Usually if they get to a certain age, they realize their ways and they're like, oh shit, I was a dickhead.
Like, what was I gonna say? I don't know, like people don't realize right and wrong. You're like, they say life's not fair. It's not fair because people aren't being fair to each other. They just say there's no governing rule of fairness. Like law can't govern that. We'd be robots.
No one's ever found a perfect way to govern fairness equally 100%.
Because like
it might be possible, but no one's ever successfully done it.
Because life isn't fair, dude. People get to be like these crazy billionaires, and then
that's why you gotta make it your own.
And then there's these people outside of the United States that are like in Africa or in some foreign country and they're starving. It's like just because this person was born on this part of the world, they're entitled to whatever. I don't know, I'm just getting a little philosophical. I'm not preaching one world government or anything. But I'm just saying life isn't fair.
You're just speaking out of your ass?
Mm-hmm. Life isn't fair, Mark. You agree with it?
Oh yeah, I agree. 100%.
It's kind of.
But it's like that for a reason. It's like that to teach lessons.
Teach lessons.
Because that's pretty much what life is all about, Rob. It's all about learning lessons.
I was talking to you about this earlier, Mark. That's the weirdest word in the world.
What?
Life. Like, John Lennon says, you can't live a life until you die. Think about that, Mark. That's what you're doing right now. Can't live a life. Life's such a weird word, dude.
That's why Yodo.
I need some more explaining on that.
You only die once.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Same thing with YOLO. But
not
YOLO,
like you live.
YOLO,
you live once. Like it's
you don't. You live every day.
You as Mark Gatsky, if Mark Gatsky just gets shot in the head right now, there'll never ever be another Mark Gatsky.
Yes, but Rob,
maybe same name. Maybe there's a same name, but there will never be another Mark Gatsky. Your life only exists once.
But what I'm saying, that's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You only die once. You live every day. You have you're understanding what I'm saying. It's just the words you're using. You gotta flip flop.
Why?
Because Rob, you only die once.
I feel like they mean the same. It just matters how much you look into it. YOLO.
Yeah, but Rob, you live every day. You don't die every day, do you? No, you only die once.
I think that's implied with you only live once, though. You're gonna die. You're only gonna live once.
That's fucked, Rob. I feel like this is just like
I remember when you
if
told me
water's
that.
wet.
Yeah, I feel that. Want me to read you something?
Depends on if it's fucked.
No, it's some. I think like Gramp gotta have like a Christian book or something, like one of his prayer books. But I thought it was kind of deep. I'll look at it.
Rob, we gotta have an entertaining podcast, not one that just fucking off rails into some sort of religion type shit.
No, this isn't necessarily religion. It's just from religion. I'll read it. Have to find it real quick.
It's never safe, Rob, to talk about that shit on podcasts.
It's not even religion, dude. It really isn't. But I need to. Oh yeah, okay. Wrap your head around this one. This is the beginning of a new day. God has given me this day to use as I wish. I can waste it or grow in its light and be of service to others. But what I do with this day is important because I have exchanged a day in my life for it. When tomorrow comes, today will be gone forever. I hope I will not regret the price I paid for it. It's like, days of your life are expensive, man. You can't just sit around, be a bum, do heroin.
Rob?
Yeah, no, well
that's a sensitive ass word right there.
Yeah,
that's how was monetization.
Heroin?
Yes, don't be saying that shit.
I'm talking about...
You better have a way of bleeping that.
Heroin.
Rob, don't be fucking saying that shit, because it's on my recording too.
How is that a bad word?
It's against the rules.
No, dude. No, we ain't promoting it.
I do not promote heroin yet. Yeah, you don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I do not promote opium. Opium. And heroin means a female hero.
Yeah, I understand that, Rob.
So they got no clue what's going on. I'm talking in code and they're trying to block me.
I don't care. I will end this right now if you keep it up.
No more opium talk. But
I'll end it right now, Rob.
No. Mark, chillax. Take a little chill pill. We don't need to talk about any controlled substances.
Yeah, you gotta stop being a fucking moron.
I'm not promoting the use of it.
Care.
Dude,
I told you to stop mentioning it. I told you to stop mentioning it. I know, I don't care. I don't care. Don't say it on the fucking podcast.
No, I'll say it in code.
No. You gotta stop being a moron and stop talking about those subjects.
Mark, you can totally
this is gonna be fucking interesting.
You can totally talk about this on a podcast. Alright, ready? I find it so crazy that in countries where like drugs are like I'm gonna sound stupid. Amsterdam is in the Netherlands, right?
I couldn't tell you.
Anyway, drugs are illegal. Drugs are illegal, I mean, to a certain degree. And this girl's just smoking DMT as in a YouTube video. Just smoking it. She just rips it and she's like also she tries like coke. She tried mushrooms, acid, salvia. That's pretty screwed.
I'm sure
I just
she had
learned
a lot of friends too. I'm sure she had a lot of friends.
What do you mean? No, she made millions.
Rob, that's like highly illegal.
Not because she's not promoting it. She's doing it for educational purposes or something. She has like 2 million subscribers. Doesn't that weird you out? Mark, that should trip you out.
I mean, it's not in America, so it makes kind of sense.
The fact that we can even view it in America is crazy. People just smoking it up on DMT. Like they literally she took it and she was like, she took 3 hits and she was like, closed her eyes, and it was like this. And it just showed it for like 20 minutes. Then she got out and she was like, that was crazy. Dude, I watched another person take DMT on YouTube. Same thing. They played the guidelines. They were not promoting it. I watched someone take DMT, and they said it was totally perfect until the trip was over. And then they had like extreme guilt that they did it. You should have saw his face. He was like, and he ran out of the room. Like terror.
Oh yeah?
Mark, can you tell me that wouldn't be terrifying? Smoking the DMT?
I don't do that type of shit.
Yeah, Mark says that when you take DMT, it's like cheating death. No, what do you word it?
I'll experience that shit when I die.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have the end of the movie spoiled for me. And that's what it's like. If you want it spoiled for you, Rob, be my guest.
But what happens when your head gets blown off? You can't.
What are you talking about?
Because don't they say when like you naturally die or something, like DMT is filled into your body and then you start tripping out and leave your.
Yeah, you have a soul. You know that, right?
And they say that like your brain overload produces DMT. Like they found that out in mice or something, right?
Yes, but Rob, you also have a soul.
You're not trying to get philosophical. That's religion.
You're the one talking about DMT and shit. What do you think that's gonna lead to?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna fuck people's minds up. Apparently, they said, I'm not even saying.
Robbie, literally every
no
single
accurate.
society that has implemented that shit has completely fallen apart. Literally into shambles. Like one of them, you have one of them building pyramids to the fucking skies, and they take women and children and they literally carve their hearts out while they're alive to the gods.
The Mayans?
Yeah, them, the Aztecs, like a whole bunch of fucking people. The Machu Picchu people, all those motherfuckers.
See, they say Machu Picchu's could be dated like 13,000 years ago,
which is fucked. Rob, there's a whole bunch
think of Egypt was like maybe 4. Then
Rob, there are these certain like radar scanner type things that they would use to map the jungle floor, and near where the Mayans, I think it was, the Aztecs, whoever the fuck were in the jungles, they basically came across that the jungle has completely eaten their like civilization to pieces. Like underneath all those trees and all those like plants and shit is like the craziest civilization.
In the rainforest?
Yeah, whichever like ancient tribe lived there is either the Mayans or the Aztecs, or the Machu Picchu.
Yeah, I got Machu Picchu was way before that, I think, because I was reading this book and they're saying crust displacement, not like what is it when the crust like goes against each other and moves?
Continental shift.
Yeah, it's not that. Crust displacement is like you have the whole shell of an orange, and then you have the orange inside. It's gonna move around if they're not attached. You know what I mean? Once it's a protective shell. And they said like the crust can shift a little bit, and on the top, but it's still on its axis. So they're saying Antarctica wasn't lined up correctly for a little bit, and that's where civilization could have started. And it's whole. I started reading this book, Fingerprints of the Gods, and that's what I'm getting from it. It's pretty crazy.
Didn't they think that civilization started in Mesopotamia or something like that?
Yeah, they had like the irrigation ditches. I'm not sure because that could be way outdated, dude. We learned some, like, our generation got fucked in the.
Well, Rob, there was also a whole bunch of book burnings that went down, like the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, I thought I told you about that.
I've learned it many different times over the years.
And the guy that figured out the circumference of the Earth to like 20 miles or something, all of his writings are burned away.
Yeah, just think about all the lost knowledge, like all the lost.
Rap coin is up.
There could have been races of humans that died off, and the only knowledge of them were in those books. You never know.
Yeah, Mark, it's guaranteed. We're screwed. We lost history because Julius Caesar and the well, not the Italians then, like the Romans, those little bitch asses decided they were gonna burn it down. But apparently some remained for like another 500 years.
What, books?
I'm pretty sure it was half burnt down, the Library of Alexandria, but
so there's some stuff that survived.
I don't think it got aged well. I don't think much did. I think there was like 500 years later something else happened. I think it was a target. But see, Tiwanaku. So I'm trying to think of who this god was. I think it was Tiwanaku. No, Viracocha.
This is a god you're talking about?
So this is something interesting. So Viracocha was a god that, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody, the Mayans or the Aztecs. I think it was the Mayans. Whoever had built the crazy pyramids that were like, that the conquistadors got them. Who are them?
I think those were the Mayans.
Yeah, so they worship this god called Viracocha. And think of how crazy this is when I describe this. Their god, they described him as a tall, white man with a beard, blue eyes. Okay?
This is a god you're talking about?
Yeah, these are before they knew Europeans. This is before people traveled west. Not necessarily, no, I mean traveled, west, but not necessarily because of Happy Leif Erikson Day. Remember that dude, Leif Erikson?
The Vikings.
Yeah. So anyway, Viracocha was their god, and there's tall white people. Then the white people from Europe started coming over, and they were like, they played psychological warfare with them, Mark. They were kind of like, what? Why is a white man coming to me, super rich, on these boats? Apparently, they didn't even have the wheel. And these people,
they had like little ass like rafts, and then they see people coming on these huge ass fucking ships.
They were pretty advanced though. Like their sculpting was just insane.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. They were advanced for like the Native Americans of their day, but nowhere near what the Europeans are at. The Europeans had rifles that shot guns and stuff. The fucking Aztecs were still using bows and arrows and spears.
But you have to realize it wasn't the Europeans' invention. It was the Chinese gunpowder, and they were just. That's kind of how the Europeans got big, because they were imperial and they were stealing technology from everybody else. The Roman Empire. They were going out the Silk Road. Remember Marco Polo?
I remember that guy.
And he was like, it's like they have ice cream and elephants, and the people weren't believing him. Like seriously, the Europeans got a lot of information just by like there being like imperial, like the Holy Roman Empire. I think that was the First Reich.
Was it?
I believe so. I'm not sure. It might have been the second. No, Second Reich was Napoleon, and like they got fricked over during Napoleon's time. That's why Hitler was so mad that he wanted the 1,000-year empire. Because Hitler felt so screwed over from World War I and everything, and the ends of the First and Second Reich. He started the Third Reich, and he was being a little.
What the hell is even a Reich?
I don't even know, but Hitler was being a little bitch ass. He was trying to. No, he was.
Oh, I'm sure, Rob. I'm sure he's fucking one of the most hated people in history.
He might be the.
No, I'm pretty sure that there are worse people in history.
But like the most
like
hated.
Genghis Khan, he was fucked.
Mark, I think Hitler is recognized as the.
I think Genghis Khan was probably worse than Hitler, yeah.
Dude, throughout the thousands of years humans have been alive, there must have been something screwed up. But I just.
Or Vlad the Impaler.
I mean, in like contemporary. Where's my charger? What?
Like the fucking dude's name literally has the Impaler in it.
Yeah.
He would literally take people, put them on spikes.
He was impaling people. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, dude, he'd put a fucking stick up their ass and it'd come out their mouth.
And that's disturbing, Mark.
And he would literally just leave them there to die and wait for their enemies to see.
I'm gonna give everyone a little update on Bitcoin.
Well, the floor is yours, Rob.
I think I should have been paying attention to the Bitcoin price a little. Because now I'm down $15.
It's never good.
It's gonna go back up, but Bitcoin dropped like $700.
You gotta play strong, Yob. Sometimes you just gotta bite your fucking tongue and hopefully the best comes your way.
Hopefully, man. Pretty invested. It's pretty expensive. It's kind of worrisome, to be honest. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I'm invested in the graph right. Let's check the graph. I got like 216 ETH. I had a whole ETH coin, but okay. Can you guys see this graph? This is the past day. This is the past 3 days of. It's flat though, it's going up. This is the last 3 days of the graph. I got in when it was cheap, and now it's just 75 cents a share. I have 130, I kinda wanna dip out. I'm getting nervous. Totally getting nervous. But whatever, Mark, you still grinding divination?
Yeah, I'm grinding divination on one account, and then I'm just like skilling on a whole bunch of random skills on my normal account. My 10-year-old. Huh?
Do you think we had good enough content?
I'd say let's keep going on this podcast for another 14 minutes until it hits 5 o'clock.
14. Okay.
Just to round it out on a nice even time.
A nice hour-long caster.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna be getting on the ball rolling of doing a podcast every single day.
I'm turning my heater off. I can't do that. Every day?
Every single day.
Who are you gonna talk to?
Sometimes myself, guests, who knows?
Me?
And when I'm talking by myself, what I'm probably gonna do is like, you know, write down a whole bunch of like little mini subjects that I can go off of whenever I run out of things to talk about. Shit like that, or, you know, if someone stops by, chats up with me in the lounge, that would also work too.
Yeah, dude, do you think we should like make this open and have everybody be able to join the server, get the crypto updates in the text channel?
As long as that you're able to make that work with the camera setup.
I'm getting so nervous.
And rest in peace to my ears. I didn't need them anyways.
Mark, I think we need a freestyle right now.
No. No. That's not what they want to hear. You don't get a successful podcast by being an annoying fuck. Just look at Joe Rogan's podcast. Do you see him dancing and acting like an annoying fuck? No. He's interesting as shit and people want to listen.
Well, I must say you are, putting me down a little bit.
Well, I'm just hitting you with the truth, Rob.
Mark, why you killing my spark? I had a lit flame. Why you so insane? You ruining the game. I was just having fun, and then you pulled out a gun and stopped it. And then I said, drop it, pop it. I don't even care.
Robbie,
I'm aimed at
you
my
gotta
my eyes
fucking
are
chill
set
the
on the
fuck out.
goal, but I don't even see because I see everything.
Rob,
in gold.
you gotta chill the
I got a
fuck
whole
out.
new coin yesterday, but I traded that thing, and now it's gonna go. Dude.
Robbie, I'm not gonna upload this on our fucking channel if you're just gonna be saying stupid shit. Alright? There's 10 minutes left. I'm literally just gonna end it right now if you keep saying stupid shit.
It wasn't stupid. Listen to what I said.
No, say intelligent shit, Rob, and have a conversation, not go and say stupid shit.
Mark, I had 1 ETH coin yesterday.
You can say what you want.
And I traded that shit to Bitcoin. Bitcoin went up. And I podcasted, now it went down.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be like that sometimes.
Now I am feeling down. Do you understand?
What are you going on about?
Yeah, but we're on the company because I got my graph coin. I got the graph.
And how's that going for
rapping.
you?
I can hear my own self with these headphones. And we have literally no viewers, Mark.
I'm sure.
No users in the
But I'm
chat at
not
all.
streaming, I'm recording. This is getting
But that's
uploaded.
not the point. Want to hear the worst part?
What?
This cringe delay. Talk again.
Rob, do you hear me talking? 1 2 1 2 test 1 2.
Alright, that actually was kind of good. And the viewers are gonna see that, and they're gonna see live with Amethyst. Yo, yo, yo. Hello, everybody.
That's because I'm the one that's bringing
cringe.
life to the party, and I'm keeping everything on fucking track. Robbie, on the other hand, is derailing everything and saying stupid shit that people don't want to hear, like random noises.
I'm not making random noises.
Because I can tell you right now, Rob, if I was listening to a podcast and I was hearing someone like you saying random noises, hanging that shit right up.
I used to do that.
You used to do what?
I can't say it. It's a bad word. But I would just go. I just swear. And I would do that and hang up the phone if someone was being stupid.
That makes total sense.
No, seriously, if someone said something stupid, I'd be like, wait, let me get it. I don't want to say the word. It's the, I don't like this word. It's a bad word.
Is it the
It makes
C
fun of
word?
disabled people. No, makes fun of disabled people. And that's totally uncool.
Oh, I know what you're... Is it the R word?
Yeah, you would be like, it was when, no, I'm not even gonna defend it. It's a
What?
bad word. I don't like the use of the word. The R word. Do you like the use of the R word?
I mean, it's not like I choose to use it, but it's in my vocabulary. So, like, you know how when you impulsively would say, like, fuck? I'll impulsively say the R word in certain situations.
I really try to cut that out. I don't really say it much. I don't really say it ever. But I used to be like, hang up the phone.
You're funny as shit.
If someone says something cringe. No, you have to be a clown sometimes. And Mark, wanna know what else I'm gonna do on the stream?
What?
Solve the white as quick as I can.
What? What do you mean the white?
You heard.
Yeah, I heard you, but it didn't make fucking sense.
I'm gonna solve the color white as quick as I can.
Oh, are you using your Rubik's Cube? I can't see what you're doing. I'm currently playing my video games.
I'm that good. You see that?
I can't see it. I'd have to click on Discord and it would record the Discord screen because I'm not capturing a specific game. I'm capturing
I solved the white.
my fucking window.
And I got him in the right spots. It's too easy for me, Mark.
Is it?
I had something called a Diane Zanchi speed cube. I was really cringe, and I got it down to about 1 minute and 15 seconds for solving the entire thing once.
That's
I would really
well,
wanted to get. They called it sub 60. I wanted to get under a minute. I was really cringe about it, Mark. You don't understand.
Sounds like you were quite cringe.
What's some cringe things you've done, Mark?
Oh, yeah. You don't even want to get me started.
What's some cringe things you've done?
Cringe things. Let's see.
I've cringed hard in my life.
It's hard to just reach in the dark and pull out a fucking story of me being cringe.
Yeah. Totally, man. Totally. I've been so cringe. Like, you say something and like, have you ever just like said something in front of the whole class and no one said like it just wasn't funny? And it was
well, see, Rob, I wasn't trying to be the class clown when I was in school, so I didn't really just pop out jokes in front of the entire class.
I used to do that. I used to just pop out jokes.
I'd pop out jokes in my little friends group, but I wouldn't like go up in front of the whole class and just start fucking joking, because my jokes, it wouldn't go over well. I'd get detentions.
You know, I try to joke a lot, but just to make my day better, man. I just want to have my day be better. But I joked a lot, but sometimes I would just say something cringe. Like just what thought out well. And I have to act like it wasn't even meant to be funny. And I just like have a straight face like dude, I've done such cringe things.
Oh, believe me,
such.
I've felt pure and utter cringe in my day.
You ever just think about your life in the shower and just be like, why did I do that?
Nah, usually when I'm in the shower, I'm spitting bars faster than you could say I got the SARS.
Okay, Eminem. Usually when I'm in the shower, I make it as cold as possible, and I stand there and go.
Yeah, that's what
I do.
Unintelligent folk do.
Nah, dude. Cold showers are the wave.
Yeah, and who are you trying to impress? When you could just fucking flick that shit over to hot, and you're gonna be experiencing a much better time.
Myself.
Yeah,
I'm impressing myself.
Tell me how the fuck that works out for you.
You just... Sometimes when you push yourself and be like, man, these showers don't even feel cold anymore. They're healthy for me. I just feel like I've done a service to myself, to my willpower, and be like, yeah, I've taken a cold shower for 3 weeks now. You know what I mean?
It's a little disturbing, Rob.
No, it's not. It's actually... It actually doesn't even feel cold anymore.
I feel like this is
fresh, wide awake,
going nowhere, and it's already almost 5, so let's just end it here.
Mark, You have to be respectful to the viewers.
I'm going to give them a proper outro. I'm just telling you right now, 4-hold warning.
All right, Mark, we'll do the outro together. 3.
Not the
2,
same fucking
1.
time, dude.
Hey, this is my brother Mark here. Just had a podcast with him on Twitch. Just getting it out there, dog. We talked about a lot of things, from our grandmother watching us on Facebook Live to the Indians, not the Indians, the conquistadors killing the Mayans, and a whole bunch of uninteresting things to you guys. Mark didn't like when I freestyled.
There were some annoying points to the stream, I'll definitely admit that, but I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. This is the first one with SFLgod, and this is going to be up on the Amethyst channel. We're going to be doing this every single day. Sometimes it'll be just me, sometimes it'll be others, but yeah, we're going to be doing this every single time we hop in. So yeah, we're hitting this one out.
Adios, everybody. Peace out. It was a good podcaster.